What's going on, guys? Colby's Tech Reviews here again today with another episode of Mobile Monday. The first two did pretty well, so I might as well see where it goes. Let's dive right in and see what's going on in the world of mobile tech. Alright guys, so first up I have a phone called the Droid Kinzie. So coming off the success of the Droid Turbo by Motorola, Motorola is most definitely working on some new Droid devices, one of which is the Droid Kinzie. As per usual, we can expect the Kinzie to come only exclusively on Verizon, but the specs are still pretty cool. So it's a 5.5-inch QHD display, Snapdragon 810, a 20 megapixel camera, 3 gigs of RAM, and a 32 gigabyte storage option. Not sure if that'll be, either expandable if they change that from the Turbo, or if it will come in different options. So that's pretty much it that we know of for that, but it does sound pretty solid. The device will probably launch with the latest version of Android 5.1.1 later this summer. So another successful line of devices, the LG G4. Now it's time to move to a mid-range phone. So the LG company is rumored to be announcing a second and third variant of the G4. This time it's a mid-range phone called the G4S with these specs. So it's a 5.2-inch 1080p display, 8 megapixel camera, and an octa-core 1.5 gigahertz processor. So for a mid-range phone, that's actually not too bad. I know with iPhones we still see an 8 megapixel camera, but they have a really good sensor in there. So we'll see what comes of that. But online, the phone is listed as coming soon. So we'll see where that leads us. So as we know, in the mobile world, nothing official has technically been released about a Galaxy Note 5 or a Galaxy S6 Edge Plus yet, but recent leaks from OnLeaks on Twitter show case renderings for each device. The Note 5 is said to pack a 5.98-inch QHD display, or Quad HD, 4100 milliamp hour battery, which is a very large upgrade from the 3220 in the Note 4, Samsung's own Exynos 7422 processor, and USB Type-C support, which, if you've seen last week's episode, I covered a little bit more in depth talking about the OnePlus 2. Now, the Galaxy S6 Edge Plus is said to come with a 5.5-inch display, Snapdragon 808, and a 16 megapixel camera. Also, if you want to go check that out, I also talked about that phone in a previous episode, either one or two, I can't remember which one. But both phones could probably be expected at IFA in September of this year. Adding another note to the Note 5, no pun intended, and the S6 Edge, it's kind of been rumored that Samsung, instead of releasing a Note and a Note Edge version, as we saw last year with the Note 4 Edge, they're going to stick with that S6 Edge Plus as that larger screen Edge device, and then just stick with the Note 4 or Note 5 rather. So we'll see what's to come with that, but that sounds like what it's going to be as of right now at least. All right, so last but not least, we will talk about an iPhone. Sorry to you Android lovers and users. I'm an Android user myself, but I got to cover everything. So on 9to5Mac's website, images have recently leaked showing the body of the upcoming iPhone 6S. Unfortunately, if you were hoping for a new design, it won't be coming this time around. Typically, what we've seen is design changes from the 5 to the 6 rather than 5, 5S, and then jumping to the 6. So the design change will probably wait for the iPhone 7. But the only thing unsure at this point about the outside, aesthetics of the device is whether or not Apple will get rid of their camera bump, which was a big deal to a lot of people, but Samsung's been doing it forever. Their cameras have always had a bump, so I guess we'll see with the 6S. But other than that, the only thing changing design-wise from the 6 to 6S is the new logic board mounting ports on the inside. The pictures that I pulled up before, you might be able to see that if you pay close attention, but it's really only noticeable if you know the inside layout of phones. As boring as this may sound, though, this could also mean an upgraded camera sensor, so we might be moving up from an 8 megapixel to maybe 13, somewhere that range. Apple's really good with their sensors. I think they're made by Sony. If they're still made by Sony, I'm not sure. But Enforced Touch could be implemented as the new MacBooks and the new upgrade of the MacBook Pro lineups have had, and or with a newer processor. So I guess we will have to wait and see for that. So guys, I do apologize for this being a shorter episode. There wasn't a whole lot that I found interesting that I would put up on the video this week. There's a few minor things going on, but a lot of them were just either mid-range phones or stuff that really didn't affect anything new. But I do have to plug myself a little bit in terms of my other videos. So I just did an unboxing and review, very short, of this Mobi Magic charger for the Apple Magic Mouse, rather. So that would be here. So go over and check that out. It's on my channel. There's only a couple views, but it is a short video. It's actually a really cool device. I'm really excited about it. So go check out that video if you got a couple minutes. Other than that, guys, that about wraps it up for me this week on episode 3. Tune in next week. I'm definitely gonna, keep coming out with episodes as long as you guys keep watching. So I enjoy doing this, and again, thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe, check out my other videos. Let me know if you liked or disliked the video in the comments, and I will see you guys next week.